Okay, now continuing from that situation, we can actually now come up with a practical aspect so that we can be able to see how this is applied in context. Let's assume we have got the age, okay, x0, h0. I can put a label there, and I can have my LX, which is 100,000, like that, and then I can be able to have my dx, which I can calculate what is my dx, and I can calculate what is my qx, which we have been given earlier on, and the qx in this case is 0.01147, and when it is at age 1, qx is equal to 0.00093. So when it is q2, then it's 0.00072. Maybe let me just look at the three figures for the sake of time. Now in this case, since I've got this one as 100,000, it's very easy for me to calculate the value at this particular moment, because that particular value can be obtained by multiplying this value multiplied by that. So if you multiply the two, you have got the here 11,000. Okay, that is 1,147. So this is actually the first value that you can actually have. Now, so if you want to get the second value now, it means that you can easily now get this particular value by taking 1 minus qx. So 1 minus qx, in this case 1 minus qx is equal to 1 minus qx is equal to 0.98853. So it's like you take this value, you put it here, you subtract from 1, and you get your px. That's actually how the px was being determined, and we can be able to actually leave it in that particular part. So the question now is how can we get the value at this point? How can we get the value at this particular point? Now to get this particular value, it means that kwayambirira kunali anthu 100,000, and these 100,000 people, out of that 1147 died. So if these ones died, it means that if you take the difference between the two, you have got now what about 98,853. So these are the people that actually remained in that particular year. So you can actually take those ones forward and then say this is 98,853. Now when you do that, so this is your now new LX. It is actually called LX1. So if you multiply LX1 multiplied by Q1, in this case where 1 is the number here, so you can be able to get the value. So that particular value, if you multiply the probability, you have got now a value which is 92. And when you get this particular 92, it means that if you want to get the value here, you're going to subtract from 1. Then this one is going to be equal to 0.999, okay, 99907. So when you do this, you want to get now this particular value, you continue, you subtract that one, and you have got now 98,761. What you have done is you have subtracted these numbers to get this because these are the number of people that died during that particular period. So when you do that, you can now if you want now to get the number of people that died, you multiply by the probability there to get this particular value. And then when you want to get this value here, you actually subtract from this number to get the value here. So this is the way we actually can be able to present. So you can actually take it further to maybe when the value age is equal to 10. So you can actually determine the values there. So what is going to happen is that you'll be seeing that from 100,000 that we started at the point of birth, the numbers will be decreasing. They will be decreasing. They will be decreasing till you reach an extent where the last person has died. So briefly, this is actually how we can actually come up with the life table, having very few indicators as indicated in this particular process. I hope you are able to follow. on that one. So having done that, we can actually have a table where we can actually say at the age of 30 and maybe up to the age of 35, we can have some different numbers. So it means that when they were continuing, this had 96,207, and then the other one was 96,086, then the other one was 95, 966, and the other one was 95, 846, and the other one was 95,724, and the last one was 95,598. So this was the values for age 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. Having done that, then this one, it was now 121, it came up to 120, 120, 122, 122, okay, 122, 122, and the 126, and the 133. And then the probability of dying, in this case it was 0.0126, and this was 0.0139, and this is 0.00132. So here again I've got two zeros, and here 0.00127, 0.00125, and 0.00125. So these are the parts. So you can easily now determine what could be the value there by taking qx is equal to 1 minus px. Now, so looking at this probability, in the next class we'll be discussing as to how we can be able to make some calculations based on these particular values. So we are going to continue